to pay or affirm, your girl is clicking on it. Hey good people, it's Sheena and I'm back with another video, and I want to know, what do you do when you're broke to pass time by? I know there are the typical go-tos such as a better paying job or cut down on expenses. We'll get to that later. What do you guys do in between the time that allows you not to go into a deep depression about your financial circumstances? And when I say broke, I don't mean like broke. I mean like you have income, you have a place to live, you have dependable transportation, you can keep the lights on, but I mean you are still living paycheck to paycheck. Now, if you have 6 months of emergency funds separate from your savings account, you can pay cash for a dependable car. This video ain't for you. In fact, drop us some gems below. But if you're one paycheck away from being in a bad situation, or one household repair would set you back and cause you not to pay on another bill, or let's just say you have less than $100,000 in your retirement savings, I have found my people. I know my people are out there because 60% of the people in the U.S. are living paycheck to paycheck, just like me. I've noticed that sometimes it seems like being this type of broke is almost normal. And I don't mean I'm glamorizing being broke. It's just that it's become so common for me to hear others talk about how concerned they are about finances and the rising cost of living for basic things such as housing and food. I don't think I've ever heard anyone in my family or any of my friends say, regardless of how things get, have well enough money to maintain their lifestyle. This brings me to another topic, living above your means. And when I hear this phrase, it makes me think about people, buying flashy cars, high-priced fashions, and taking trips anytime they want to throughout the year. At first glance, I feel like that's not me. It ain't me. I fooled myself to thinking that my spending habits I had in my 20s were gone. Back then, I would spend any extra money, which it really wasn't extra, but I would spend it on things like handbags and shoes and makeup. They weren't like high ticket design thing like that. It was just an unnecessary expense. At the age of 40, I no longer feel the need to buy the latest fashion or to run to Sephora to get the latest makeup. I'm still wearing old expired makeup to this day. Now, I look forward to buying new items to put in my home renovations, going on family outings. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I love me a good plant. So let's talk about spending money on something like we need, like food. My kids are single-handedly keeping DoorDash in business, and that's my fault too. There was a time when eating in saved way more money than eating out, but it seems like that is debatable these days. Paying for someone to deliver your food is definitely not saving any money. For a family of 4, eating out can get expensive, especially if it's been done several times a week. I'm not someone who loves to cook, but I do so because I know there's a possibility we will have leftovers, and that also saves money throughout the week. I know a big chunk of our money goes towards things like groceries, beverages, and eating out. We eat out way too much. And let's just say I'm buying more than juice and milk when it comes to beverages. And we won't even talk about how much money we can spend on cleaning and household supplies. I'm hoping that this video makes me more accountable with my own finances. It's just hard when people are putting out hauls every month, which sometimes help me because I watch a video and I'm like, oh, that's not what I thought that was. So sometimes the hauls help, but most of the time they don't. And people are putting hauls out so quickly when it may take me 6 months to do a haul. I see that de-influencing trends are going around. And I hate that the number one thing on most people think not to buy is a towel warmer. This is something that has been on my wish list. But until I can get one, I'll continue to use my heating pad to heat up my pajamas and a towel. But the question still remains, why am I broke? Why are we broke? To me, being broke means you don't have a lot of savings, and the savings that I do have, I use it as a second checking account. Yes, I'm always pulling from it. It's always there, and that's an issue. Some people make a budget. I've never really even gotten that far, and it frightens me to start tracking where I spend every single dollar. But being broke broker, shit frightened me even more. That's why I wonder if being broke has become more normal. I guess the better way to say it is, it's more common. Working in the healthcare field, I know that just because something is common doesn't make it normal. Think about people that may use the bathroom and may have a little bit of blood. That may be common, but that does not make it normal. So for me, the first thing I need to do is figure out where I'm spending my money and create a realistic budget. The next thing I'm guilty of is financing my lifestyle. If I have items in a cart online and I see that Klarna, Affirm, or Afterpay sign, your girl is clicking and winning. Next thing I know, I got all of these payments coming out of my account that I haven't even accounted for. What we say, my check is gone before I get it. This includes subscriptions. At one point, I wasn't even aware that I was paying for something I didn't use. I don't think I need to even mention credit card use because we all know where that can get you. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm broke because I buy things I feel like I deserve or my family deserves. I'm broke because I don't live well below my means. Living within my means will keep me afloat, but living well below my means would keep me from being broke. But what does living well below my means even look like? Is it living in a smaller or less expensive home? Does that mean moving to an area with a higher crime rate? Or maybe it means driving a less expensive car that may or may not be able to maintain my 2-hour commute. These are the questions I ask when I hear living well below your means. Some people have an unhealthy relationship with food or their weight. Mine is money. You know how you ask a fitness guru or a trainer like, hey, how do you lose weight? What's the best way to lose weight? And they're like, oh, it's simple. You just eat less, eat better, and work out more. Same thing with money, right? Spend less, but save more. Why is that so complicated for me? If I didn't spend as much money, I wouldn't have to work so hard, right? I remember going on vacations in the past, and under the picture, I was using like some little cute hashtag like work hard, play hard. But when I think about it, that ain't true. It was more like work hard, play harder, to play hard, and then work even harder. So what's my broke pastime? I clean, I organize, and I declutter. Cleaning helps me bring a peaceful vibe back into my environment and reminds me of what I'm grateful for. But sometimes it reminds me of what I blew my money on. I'll notice items with the new tags, boxes still unopened, and things even expired. I definitely did not get that saved genetics that my mom does so well. It may be time for me to see if purchases are being used as a coping mechanism when I feel like I'm in a funk. We have all heard the phrase retail therapy. It's literally buying things to put us in a better mood, and if done too often or irresponsibly, can put us in a bad financial situation, which puts us back in a bad mood to buy more stuff to put us in a better mood. In making this video, it's not to talk down on anyone. As they say in church, as I minister to you, I minister to myself. I hope this is a great way for me to kickstart my financial journey and just having a positive and better relationship with money and spending habits. This wouldn't be a cleaning video if I didn't show the aftershots, so we're going to put them here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care.